All right, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. I'm your SimCFI and I hope everyone's doing fine. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Winwing PDC-M and PDC-N, so Mike in November, for the 737. It's basically your EFIS panel is what we're going to be looking at, but they're called the PDC. M is for Max, N is for NG. Winwing has went ahead and sent me both, so I'll put the cameras on. You guys can see this thing is massive compared. If you guys have the Airbus, I can't even fit it all in one camera, but if you guys have the Airbus FCU and EFIS panels, this thing is about 5 to 7-ish inches longer. So it goes all the way from here, that corner, to a corner you can't even see. I'll move it to the right, all the way down over there. It is massive. On the left side, we have the PDC-M. Camera moved there. Bring that up for you. So on the left side, we have the PDC-M. And then on the right side, we have the PDC-N. The major differences is obviously the NG versus the Max differences. So on the M side, on the left side, we have the Max side. Put you a bit closer there. This one has the BSD button here. Also, the range is free scrolling and a bunch of little other things, whereas the N has basically what the NG has. So I'm going to try to move my camera back enough for you guys to kind of witness all of it. It's going to be quite difficult to grab it all, but we're going to do that, hopefully, as it resets here. We go, maybe. My camera mount doesn't want to behave today, of course. Never does. There we go. Adam, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching the stream today, guys. That's going to have to do for now. We're also rocking the PLTB by Winwing. Sorry, by PU Air Korea. And you guys can check out the PU Air Korea down in the description. I forgot to put my ProDesk Sim throttles on, so this is what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to get my 7.3 throttles out as I talk to you guys and set these guys up, because I completely forgot to do that. So we're going to get all these parts out and ready to go. But either way, guys, hopefully you'll enjoy the stream. We're going to be doing the return flight as well. And sorry for all the banging around. I'm just going through pieces here. We will be doing the return flight. Flap one in here. Go. It's going to put the left throttle in and the right throttle in. I was in a bit of a rush because you're supposed to start streaming at 1, as you guys know. But what happened was the EFIS is lit. I got a call saying, "Hey, for the concierge, there's a package here. You got to pay for the, you know, the tax and the shipping, whatever the handling fee, whatever they want to charge nowadays for." And I'm like, "Oh, that must be the Winwing." So I just quickly went in my room and just changed everything. So I got to bring the Moza yoke back. I got to put this up here. I got to get more plugs. The only con I have so far, obviously it's Winwing, so there's a million pros and it all works. It's plug and play, it just works. I've tested it here and there. After about 5 minutes, it just works out of the box. The only con I do have, though, is it requires, unlike the EFIS on the Airbus, where it plugs into the actual unit, these have 2 individual plugs, which is kind of annoying. I'm happy I got a USB powered hub, or else that wouldn't have been... Oh yeah, my mic is working, so I'm like, that would have been good. This one's my, make sure my mic works, make sure you guys can hear me. But thank you guys for stopping in. And on the vertical stream, we have Mac. Welcome, welcome. Hey, hope all is well. I had a question about the CRJ. When you arm approach mode, when capturing ILS, do you also make sure nav mode is on? No. Nav mode, so if you're capturing an ILS, you're going to be most likely in green needles. And if you're in green needle navigation, nav mode is going to do loc only. So you're not going to do that. You're just going to press approach. That's all you're going to need to do. Good question, though. Thank you. Furl, welcome, welcome. I put the 737 MCP to good use, controlling the Cap 140 and GA flights. Yeah, that's the other thing. You guys can map this to whatever you guys like. So let's jump in the airplane here. Uh-oh. 1 second. Let me restart SimApp Pro. Technical difficulties. I think I know what it is, and if it happens again, I'm going to try something. Okay, SimApp Pro is reloaded. Okay, it's still happening. All right, I think I know what it is. My powered USB hub is kind of trash. Let me put the cameras off for a second, and let me just kind of fix this very quickly for you. All right. Oh, no, it's still happening. That's strange. The right side isn't doing it, but the left side is. And there's no buttons actually being commanded right now. It's just kind of doing it. I wonder, I have updated the software. Let me quickly do a firmware update and see if that fixes it here. Let's see if this fixes it. Just going to reload the software, the firmware for that. Or maybe you're just not supposed to use both at the same time. I think you're supposed to. I wouldn't know why you wouldn't or couldn't. Nope, this is already spinning. You can see it's already spinning there. That works. Huh. These all work now. It's just the it's these little guys. I know you guys can't see it. Let me do this. I'll put this on the cam on section. These little guys are causing the problems here, where it's these switches are a push and release. Let's go check the FO side and see if the NG variant works. Those don't do anything. That doesn't do anything at all. So that's off to an even worse start, but I think that's because it's the NG and it's not mapped for it. Let's redo the firmware once again. I'm going to restart the app. Oop, didn't want to go around. While that's reformatting here, let's go ahead and get some ground power on this airplane. I reinstalled the entire sim and cleared my caches and blah, 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 blah. So we'll see if today's going better. Today, so far, the performance has been better already. So we're off to a good start. We'll put the ground power and the air conditioning on. I'm going to go up here and put the... All right, let's go check why that's screaming now, not moving. That's why it's not moving. Let's make sure all this is kind of set up. I don't think I have to set anything in there because it should be auto set. This didn't save. Max. Rudder pedals. We'll just leave it on triple. Ursa minor doesn't matter. So many things, man. Bravo throttle, that should be okay. I'm just going to check the reverse thrust. Let's unmap this. Actually, what we should do is make a new one and call it 737. Take that out. I think I actually want toggle. Let's turn that off. There we go. And we'll just make sure the auto thrust works. Okay, that's in there. Okay, so that should all be working now. There we go. Flap, yep. Boiler, kind of. Cool. Get that gone. Ground power, come on. It looks like the firmware update has been completed. The device is being updated. Enter the update interface and complete the update. Okay, do it. Well, it was plug and play. Process, maybe the left and right EFISs are both bound to the left one? No, they shouldn't be. They're individually plugged in. Get your performance sorted last night. Yeah, it's been better for sure today. Okay, that's working. This just uncontrollably spins. But it actually doesn't do anything. Oh no, it does do something. Yeah, it's just uncontrollably spinning. Can't fix that one. That works. Range doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. I'm gonna restart this airplane and see if that helps. Let's just restart very quickly. Flymo, welcome. Hey, what's up? Safe travels. Hey, what's going on? Nothing much. I'm on reserve right now, so I could be called out. Sim working better now? The sim is working better now. We're just waiting on the Winwings to comply with us today. Which usually isn't a problem, but usually it comes right out of the box and it's ready to go. Does this side work at all? Nope. All right. We're going to close the sim. It's going to be one of those days, guys. I can't have a nice day. We're going to close the sim. I'll do it again. Wilson, what's up? Or sorry, Winston, welcome. Where are you? We were in Ontario. And we're just trying to get my EFISs to work out here. I'm just going to re-download the firmware. So we're going to redo all that. It's just loading, guys. I know you can't see it, but we're on SimApp Pro, and we're just loading the firmware now. Okay, it's unplugged itself. It's going to plug it back in. The right-hand light turned on. Update successful. All right. That one's done. Let's do the left-hand side to make sure it works. See your buttons registering? No. Okay, replugged in. Now it's working. Let's do the firmware on this one. So we're going to do both left and right firmwares. And then we're going to restart the sim. I might as well do the MCP firmware. I did do the Winwing update as well. SimApp Pro did have an update as well. I appreciate all you guys' patience. We're going to edit. I'll leave this video as long as all goes well. We'll leave this video for everybody to watch later. And we're obviously going to edit this part out because no one's going to want to witness and watch this part. This is the life of a streamer here, I guess. Okay, both are online. So that's all looking good. Our MCP is online. I'm just going to do the MC. I can't do it. This one. Okay, we're going to leave that one alone, I guess. That should all be working. All right, let's start up the sim. Trial number 2. I'm going to check IFLY. I don't think they had an update today, but I'm going to check it anyways. There's an update today. All right. It's good. I checked. Let's close the sim. Let's update the IFLY now. Okay, that's up to date. That was super quick. Let's start the game. Why don't we start the game, huh? You guys want to start flying now? Put yes in the chat. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. You guys have way more patience than I do. How is 24 treating you so far? I'm actually thinking about switching over. Update 3 has been a nightmare for me. Let me put the cameras back on so you guys can see it here. Yeah, update 3 has been a bit of a nightmare for me, but we have a new video card and we have different settings we're going to be trying to run today. So we will be seeing today. It's sometimes really good and it's sometimes very bad. So I don't know what dictates its brain, but it has a mind of its own sometimes. I would say switch over slowly and see how it works in your system. I find I have to reinstall the game quite a bit to make it work. But yeah, that's for me. Update 4, I've heard his performance is going to be much better, but we're unfortunately not there. None of the planes, the beta's there, but the planes don't really work. Update similar to 2024. Yeah, I'm not going to beta 4 if that's what you mean. We're going to leave it on update 3. The sim is the most up to date. I've just reinstalled and I've updated everything yesterday. Mind having some company? 100%, man. Come online. Come fly with us. You probably will be in Denver by the time I get this thing to work anyway, so feel free to come join. I'm gonna get some water. Back. Let's press start. Flight. There's the usual I don't know if anybody else gets this. I think a lot of people do. It just like freezes for a couple seconds. Going to KONT and we're at gate 405. Over there, we'll go live everything. I need to change it. Never, ever saves my DLSS 3-time setting. So we'll do that. We'll press fly. I'm joking about the name. Sorry, I don't really understand, Mark. Oh, you mean title it Update 2024? Like title the stream that? I appreciate both of you guys watching in the vertical and horizontal streams. Now we're gonna get this bug. We're gonna let it go. I'm not gonna touch anything. We're just gonna let it load, guys. We're gonna let it load. We're using vertical sims, Ontario scenery, and we're using Flight Beams Denver scenery. I'm thinking it's doing this because of the update at the max that we just did. Aviation Aviator, or Average Aviator, welcome. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We're just waiting on the sim to load. I had a weird bug with the Winwing, so we're just going to redo this. There we go. Patience is a virtue. Yep. All right, nothing's turning. But nothing else works on my side. The yoke works. this works. We'll initialize the flight right there. So I have a bad feeling already, as nothing on the EFISs are working. I'm going to restart SimApp Pro here, because it might have maybe it turned off. Nope, it's still on. SimApp Pro is detecting it. However, I don't know if it's detecting the actual airplane. SU4, no, we're not an SU4 because SU4 just destroys my game. Not destroys the game, sorry. It none of the airliners work on Sim Update 4 for me. I just wouldn't load. We'll do that ground power and stuff. We'll get the battery. Oh, get the battery on, the external power on. Let's get auto FPS running again. Let's get Rex up running again. Okay, we're all up in good shape, except our EFISs do absolutely nothing. Usually Winwing is pretty good about making this stuff, you know, plug it in and work. I might have done something maybe I did. I don't think so. Let me restart SimApp Pro. Okay, well, it connected. It definitely connected. Because our MCP works just fine, as you guys can see. But our EFISs, both left and right, do not work. The buttons work just fine. I'm gonna try one last little thing here. Let's see if that works. That still works. Nope, it's the same bug. So it doesn't matter about where the USB is plugged into. It just does not want to work for me today. Let's calibrate it. Oh, that's all in Chinese. Okay, I'm going to calibrate it, and I think we're going to have a good job here. Complete. Okay, I've calibrated it. Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. There we go. I know what was happening, guys. I think I figured it out. So, if you guys buy both EFISs, go to the SimApp Pro website. Well, before I say this. Okay, it's still kind of bugging, but I figured out what the clicking was. I did the wrong one, so let's get rid of that. This is this. I want to make this the left. I'll make this the right. So you have to tell the SimApp Pro software, do you want this on the left, this on the right? You got to tell it that. Now, I still can't get this to stop spinning. However, these now work. Well, that doesn't actually do anything. That works. Does the range do anything here? No. So I'm going to try to recalibrate it one more time. This is the left-hand side. Let's press calibrate. It wants me to do the minimum knob. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Complete. Barrow. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Complete. Okay, it stopped doing it. There we go. All right. That all works. That all works. We're in business, guys. We are in business. Let's check this side now. You guys are discovering together. Now, if this isn't going to do anything, because this is an NG, but it might do... No. So this isn't going to do anything, but this is going to do everything because we're in the max. So we'll be using that side today. So what I'm going to do in that case is kind of do that so you get a bit more zoomed in on what we're actually using. If my camera mount wants to behave, as I said. There you go. So this works, this works, this works. That's for the NG on the right-hand side, so we're not going to be using that. On VATSIM, we are going to be on VATSIM. We're just connected right now. Let me go up here. Somebody call it pretty similar. Yeah. Yo, what's up? I already answered that. John, SU4, you need to power the plane up? Yeah. No, you don't actually. The button should work just fine without it. Did you disconnect all your... Yeah. No, we're in business now. Would you like that pressure setting in inches or hecto? Yeah. I'm just gonna do this set. It's probably the max 24. No, it's just me. It's just me. What we had to do was we had to tell SimApp Pro that this is the left and the other side is the right. However, it doesn't work anyway, so it's for an NG. And then we just we had to recalibrate. MobiFlight, I don't think they have a profile for MobiFlight just yet. I'm just saying... Yeah, I don't think they have a profile for it. It just came out. It's actually not even... Yeah, it just came out now. Should have taken management in college. Yeah. Great. All right, we are in business, guys. So tell all your friends they can come join us now. We're going to start getting this thing all set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and go to main menu real quick. The flight has been initialized. We'll press system page. And actually, we'll go back here. We'll go to the FMS after we turn our IRSs on. We'll come up here, align. We're going to get the on DC. Turn the cameras off for the time being, as you guys don't really need to see much in the cameras. And align. And we'll go nav. Nav. Come down here. We're going to press FMC. Position initialization. Next page, we're going to grab the GPS. We'll grab the left-hand side. Why not? We'll throw that in the IRS position. So our IRS, our initial reference system, is going to start getting aligned on where it is. Press root. I thought it should have a request button here, if I'm not mistaken. I had it yesterday. KONT. There we go. Request. Heading to yeah, we're heading to Denver, Winston. Feel free to join if you can. All right, we're going to load that. Sweet. We can activate, execute it, and we'll come back to this in a second. We're going to go over to the little iPad here. Or my views stopped working. What? How is that even a thing? How did I even manage that? Anybody know why the views don't work anymore? I can't hit Alt. Well, it's maybe because of that. Yeah, my Alt 1, Alt 2, all my views just said nope. I don't even know how I accomplished that. Is it because I'm clicked onto this? Maybe because I'm clicked onto that. I clicked on a keyboard somewhere. That's typing. That's not even on. I'm going to turn this off. That worked. You know what? I'm having XP72 problems right now. I have no idea how I accomplished that. I literally can't use my views anymore. Setting up now? Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. If you guys know the answer to this, you know how you make views with left alt, left control? And then not the number pad, but some of the numbers? And then obviously your alt 1, 2, 3, and so on should make the should save the view. That's weird. Why does it control now? Reset. Yeah, those are default ones. I don't want those. I have a feeling it's some sort of razor button that I've clicked that's turned this into some different mode. I'm gonna have a compilation of me just going, with how much this sim just screws up. Yeah, my alt key just doesn't work. Alright, well, I guess we can get around that for now. That's just super, super annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the air conditioning on. Alright, so we're gonna be out of Denver today. We're going to weight and balance. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll just press read MS data. Why not? It's gonna be wrong. Cargo. Back in kilograms. I literally changed this yesterday. System. Sim. Panel. General. Pounds. Thank you. I'm a spam set. So it knows maybe tomorrow. Alright, well, we're taken. We have a zero fuel weight of 136.8. We're sitting at 137, so I'm going to take 4,500 pounds in the front. And we'll just put a couple more people. Okay, fuel-wise, we're going to take a total fuel of 14.8. I'm going to give myself 15,000 pounds. And we're press set payload, set fuel, complete. We are in Denver. KDen. Wait, I'm going to talk about. We are in Ontario. KONT. Awesome. The weather today. We're using 28 left and 26 left and 26 right. Let's see, we're gonna be parked over here. We'll just take 26 right. It's a lot closer, so might as well take that. Flap config, flap 1 should be fine, TO1 should be okay, air conditioning will be on, anti-ice will be off, condition is dry. The wind is, come on, ATIS. It's basically 0, it says 0 at 0, so we'll just throw that in there. Outside air temperature is really, really hot, it's 26 Celsius. And a QNH of 2990. Put that in there. I'll press calculate. And we'll leave that up for the time being. I'll guys check your guys' comments here. Are you in 2020 keyboard settings? Try hitting right alt, maybe ghost key. Yeah, right alt didn't work either. I can check if I'm in 2020 settings. I thought I should be, but that's a good question. Maybe it, you know what? It might have reverted. Nope, still nothing. I mean, it was working at the start. Like, it was literally working. You guys saw me go between views and stuff. Okay, well, that's definitely a different keyboard command. Not that one. We don't want that keyboard command. Oh, no, escape doesn't work anymore. Oh, no. How do we get back to, how do we press escape without escape? F1, tilde, cap, shift. Time to just spam buttons, I guess. I bet I'm going to turn my PC off doing this, though. Man, computers are great. Yeah. Honestly, I've been getting like some Captain Jack XP72 luck on me, wished upon me or something. Because this is like, you know, spacebar's doing flap. Time to use the Googles. What also is menu in MSFS 2024? Okay, that didn't work. Yoke stuff still works. Alt tab doesn't even work anymore. I have no idea what's happening right now. Absolutely no idea what's happening. Try using a toolbar and select the game controller. That's oh, that's not a bad idea. Where is that though? Change controller profiles. Basic controls. Let's see if it's there. There we go. Aha, you're a genius. Thank you. I have no idea what this was set to. Oh, this is gonna take years now. I swear it was just like that and like that. Okay, escape works again. My views still don't work, but that's, you know, we're making progress. Alt tab still doesn't work. Escape still works. Yeah, my views don't work at all. Oy. I don't know why it takes so long. Yeah, my Alt key just isn't actually being activated at all. Control works. It doesn't even pick up the Alt. It picks up right Alt. Do a search by input on the keyboard to see left Alt to set to. Now it has left Alt working. Okay, I'm not touching it. Not touching it. It works, putting that away. Let's keep going. Let's see what the next frickin' problem's gonna be. The views somehow work again. All right, thank you, Mr. John, for that. Appreciate that. Might sticky keys be an issue? I'm not too sure. I have no idea. We're gonna keep trucking along. Let's get the APU started. My God, can I just do a flight? Anybody? The left aft fuel pump on. Just press the start button there. Hopefully that's the end of your issues. I don't know, man. It seems like I just make issues for myself. We'll see. We shall see. The performance is still okay. Not great, but okay. Still decent. I haven't done it yet, guys, but I'm also going to be downscaling my resolution of my traffic outside, which it's a huge performance hit. To have all these like other airplanes around, so we're going to be downscaling these airplanes from 4K down to 1K, and that will help with how are we loading bags? I didn't even tell them to do that, but we will be doing that as well. All right, let's start getting into gear. Cameras on. We're gonna set up our MCP. We're doing the Shishin 5 departure up to 230, but that actually is... We're going to set 8,000 initially. And the heading of 258. Right there. Let's go through the FMS and we'll get the rest of this kind of sorted. Departure 26 right on the Shishin 5. We're taking that via... Las Vegas. VOR. Execute that. Departure, arrival. Nope. Excuse me. Okay. There you go. We're going to be taking the ESIC 4. I can't really see that on that screen. Let's see over here. The SKIT 4. That's going to be via bump. And we're going to be planning, once we're in Denver, hopefully, eventually, we're going to be planning the 3-4 is most likely 3-5 right, I'd imagine. I'll take that. Execute that. Route. Perf. Throw the 0 fuel weight in there. Our reserve today is 2,000 pounds with a planned burn of 8.6. Insufficient fuel as always. Our cruise wind is 256 at 30. And we got an icy deviation of 11 degrees, so it's super, super hot up there. Set that in there. Takeoff D right run, a climb rate of 1 as well. 48 with the takeoff one should give us 79.8. What'd I say? 48. 81.5, that's higher than our flex calculated, so that's fine. It'll be a flaps 1 departure. Retrims the trim for us, which is nice. 47, 49, 56. We'll set our V2 166, 56 plus 10. Auto throttle armed. Actually, wait, then we can't move the spoilers, right? Or the thrust lever. Yeah, okay. We're going to disarm that for now. And we'll touch those later. We will do VNAV, LNAV armed, as the flight directors are both on. That's all looking great. Sweet. We'll press that over there. And let's test this. Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. That's kind of a weird flight plan, though. Let's check the... Yeah, I think it loaded the wrong... It didn't even load the right flight plan in here. We could do it manually if needed. Load. Should say Denver, not Ontario. I've just checked SimBrief. I'll reload it if I need to. No active route. There we go. Activate, execute. That looks better. Departure, arrival, departure. 26 right. Shishnin 5. Las Vegas. Yep, insufficient fuel. Thanks for warning me every time. Denver, arrival. Escape 4, bump, 35 right. There. Work. Thank you. That's all in there. That's still good to go. We're in standard. Let's press that button there. There we go. And we can set our altimeter of... Let's see, I want to use my new fancy altimeter button here. Weather, ATIS, 2990. Oh, that is nicer to set than scrolling it. Oh my god. 2990. A little bit more. We go. There we go. Sweet. 100 feet. Looks good. Come up here. We'll turn all our fuel pumps to the on position. We'll go ahead and throw the generators on to the APU as well. Go ahead and throw the APU bleed. We'll turn the packs both to the auto position. ISO's open. We go ahead and do the electric hydraulics at this point as well. Window heat can all get turned on. Our galley and all that power can be turned on. Probably should have been on before. Belts on. 39,000 feet has already been set for the cruise, and our landing altitude has been set up there as well. Steady on the lights. Let's get GSX ready to push. Handling by Southwest. We're going to press menu. System, and we're going to go and take off all our chocks, take off all the air and power from external power wise. Let's make sure all our doors are closed. We have no lights for the doors. We can arm the emergency lights. Doesn't look like there's anybody controlling us, unfortunately, so we're just going to go ahead and go to CTAF frequency. 20.6 is what the frequency is. 20.6. Throw that in there. Appreciate all you guys sticking around and subscribing and pressing like and all that kind of great stuff. The fuel is what we need. That all looks good. Yeah, we're just waiting. Just waiting on them to tell us we're good to go, and then we're good to go. We want nose to the right. That's my next buy, the EFIS for both PAP3 and FCU. Dude, the EFIS is really cool, yeah. I'm liking it. I like to have VMRs both on personally. That's cool. It's just, if you have both of them, it is massive. So, just be prepared. It's about like 30-something inches long or so. Alright, I think we're good to go. All the pumps are on. We have nothing in the center. And we're going to be go.
Southwest 143, push and start, facing west.
And Ontario traffic, Southwest 2999, pushing gate 405, facing east.
Correction, I'm facing west and east as well. Southwest.
All right, both on the push, looking sweet. Let's give you guys a cool view there.
Ontario traffic, Delta 756, pushing gate 212.
Gonna minimize that. Let's start organizing my panel here so I can see and talk to you guys. I'm gonna turn those cameras off for just a second. I didn't even have time to mention it, guys, but if you guys want to check out any of the channel partners, they are in the description down below, and you guys can get discounts on anything from Pier Korea to Pimax and anything else that you guys might want. All right, let's go up top and let's turn the packs to the off position. And we're going to go ahead and start number 2. Got N2 rotation. Brake set. Got motoring on number 2. All right, add the fuel on 2. Give you guys a nice view. That rhymes. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button if you're liking it, really appreciate that. Put these Boris sounds up for you. We'll go back up front. I'm going to just press restart in GSX so they can go away. I don't know why we're getting heat blur effect up there. Let's start 1. I think that's a visual glitch going on. Got N2 rotation on 1. JD, sorry, I didn't see your comment. Why does the title say B37M? Because it does. It's a Boeing 37 Max. If that's what it's not called, oh well. What it's called to me. Go over here. Yeah, that's definitely a visual glitch. You can see we have some heat blur effect going on there. Alrighty. Let's go to the overhead panel. Yaw damper can come on. Packs can go to auto. APU bleed or APU isolation valve go auto. APU bleed can go off. Hydraulics are all on. Gens to the left and right engine. APU can be turned off. Continuous ignition to continuous, or ignition to continuous, I should say. Should have had the anti-collision light on, but I didn't. We'll throw in the taxi light on now as well. And I'll give you guys some flap sounds here. Some leading edge slat sounds. Beautiful sounds there. And we're going to go kick out the park brake. Auto brakes RTO, and we're good to go. Might as well throw our transponder on TAR right now as well. And we'll put mode C for VATSIM to know. Ontario traffic southwest 2999, taxiing November 1 November and short of 26 right. Correction, November 1 to Victor and then short 26 right at November. Let's go ahead and zoom in our map a little bit there. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Traffic is on the November 1. No short of Victor.
We'll rearm that. Actually, yeah, we'll go via whiskey as well. Why not? These rudders are so sensitive. Oh my gosh. Look at the little bits of movements required. Clean my glasses here. Oh, Southwest 299, we'll take whiskey as well. 26 right. Bring him around town there. I'm gonna do something you really shouldn't do, but I kind of have to right now, and that's gonna pause the game because my controls are crazy sensitive on these pedals. Let's do 320 general. Like something in here changed, but it didn't. Anyways. Parker brake off. Let's keep going. Ontario traffic southwest 2999, lining up runway 26 right. And we'll be departing on the Shishinin 5, or however you say it. Strobe lights on. Go auto thrust arm. You can see the light stays green. Should have did at the gate, but it has a, there's a weird thing I gotta change in the EFB where my throttles don't move once it's armed. If you guys are members of the chat, be sure to go ahead and click the, or send the flex emojis if you got them. Better yoke view there for you so you can see it. All right, you guys are ready to go. And one. The rudders are still crazy sensitive, but oh well. A little bit of forward pressure. I don't know what that weird line of glitchiness is in front of us, but whatever. I'm done with this simulator. Absolutely done with it. V1, rotate. Gear up. Now we're gonna go flaps up. Turn these cameras off. There's no one here to clear us higher, so I'm just going to bring us all the way to 39,000 feet.
756, Department 26 right, be Sunshine 5.
Oh, it's the Sunshine 5. I've been calling it the Shishnin 5. Sunshine makes sense. There's so many arrivals in the States that are actually words. Usually they're just like an assortment of letters and stuff that make them up. That's without Rex. What do you guys like better, without Rex or with Rex? Way to have dinner. Did you get all your tech issues sorted? I'm guessing so. Yes, yeah, we did. We're all good finally. We're in the air, heading over to Denver. This is with Rex off, guys, and I'm gonna turn Rex on, and you guys tell me if you like Rex off. That's what this is, and now I'm gonna turn Rex on. Which one do you like better, off or on? This is on, this is off. I might actually leave it like that. That's just the first setting on. I actually just like it just like that. Right above 10,000 feet, get all our lights off. Been pretty smooth over the hills, but we might keep it on a little bit longer just in case. And we're getting lag for no reason at all. Conditions can be turned off as well. I see there's 3 different settings. The middle one looked best. Middle one was this. I think it was this one you're talking about. Why are we getting so much performance lag now? Nope. That was the middle one. You like that the best? Or do you like them off completely? That's off everything. You like it on, Reed? My favorite joke to play on new FOs was the intentionally mispronounced fixes during briefings in CRJ. When they, yeah. I honestly don't care. I call whatever I call it. If they want to make it a name, make it a proper name. I just say whatever I want. I think there was one in Detroit I was calling them like wrong the entire time. I don't care. I'm on this one. I don't know what to do. It's pretty evil to do that to people. The one with the more contrast but a slightly bluer color. So I think the one I just clicked right now. Or it was that one. Say that one in chat if it's that one. I'm personally liking this one currently. There's a little extra touch up. Standard on our EFIS. Let me bring the camera up so you guys can see it. There we go. Standard. Just set our mins. Should have it in there. The one I just chose, perfect. Yeah, that one's really nice. Yeah, they probably do. Mark, probably right. I wonder if it's Navigraph that's causing these little stutters. Turn Navigraph off. The tracking ability, that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a little stuttery. I don't know. What do you think about Winwing's decision to release two different products for the NG/Max? I wasn't expecting them to do that. I mean, I think it's a good idea. Right now in 24, we only have the Max, unfortunately. So in 2020, you can use the NG variant. It's pretty smart, in my opinion. I'm working on a review right now as well. And what I really like about it is, let me put my cameras on here. What I really like about it is when you buy one of these, it comes with a separate eyebrow panel. So you'll get this and you'll get two of these, one for the left and it comes one for the right. And so you can buy as many as you want of these and you can have a Captain FO setup. You don't have to go and sit there and buy a left and a right side. Just buy one of these or two of these and it comes with these eyebrow panels and you can just hot swap them to any side you want. The only thing I have a problem with with these panels, the only thing is it requires its own USB C to USB, and the other one requires its own USB. So I have USB, and then another USB plugged in there, another USB there. My throttles is a USB. My FMS isn't on right now, but I would have a USB for an FMS. My yoke has two. Like, there's a million USBs you have to run to get, to stream. But just for this panel, if you wanted left EFIS, center, and right EFIS, you need 3 USB ports, which I kind of wish they did like the Airbus, where it just connects to the main one. I think that would have been a lot better. The only reason I think they chose not to is because now you can just buy the EFIS by itself and you don't need the MCP. You can just buy that and it works. So I understand it from that point of view. I think I would have rather have it offered as one that just plugs in, like a version where it plugs into it, or just have the option to do that, I guess. like a solo, like it could be bought standalone, or it would require the MCP. But that's just me. I guess I can expand my scale a little bit here. Press VSD for later. I don't really need it now. I just want to click stuff, you know? Take a massive shortcut? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do that too. Although we're pretty much... Yeah, take... Not really much you can do. This will only save, like, if I go direct to Newton or bump, it'll only save like watch, we'll do it here. Procedures, we're to get there at 8:30 Zulu. That's actually a longer flight than I thought. But anyways, we'll go to legs page, next page, bump up to the top, execute that. Probably gonna save like 4 minutes. Not even. It's the same time. So I found that out. Railroad flying, they'll give you these like huge cuts that seem like amazing. It saves like nothing. It doesn't really do anything. It's just there. I'll expect 3-4 right. Cool. I was planning 3-5 right, but I can change that up. Thanks, Charlie, for stopping in, by the way. IFLY Winwing said they had to use separate USB ports because the power requirements were too much for one port if you had 2 times EFIS. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I really wish they could have made it like the Airbus one, where it just works. You know what I mean? For short flights, all your time is made up on the ground. That's it. That's it. You ain't making nothing in the air. I'll leave you with this view, and I'm gonna go see what I gotta eat. I'll be right back. No flight attendants, unfortunately. Hey guys, been doing, hopefully doing well here. On the vertical stream, Lost MP Live says, what's new? What's new is we got the brand new EFISs here. Let me throw you in the vertical stream. This is the brand new Winwing EFIS. It's called the PDC-M. The M is the max variant, which has the VSD buttons and all that kind of stuff. And on the right hand side, you can't see it, but I have the PDC-N, which is the NG variant. And that will be obviously used for the PMDG whenever that comes out 2024. So we're using the EFISs now. It just got shipped to me and got delivered today. Thank you for stopping by and asking questions as well. Appreciate that. Auto brakes can go back to the off position. I was gonna do something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some of the lights on so you guys can see it. Which one it is. There you go. You see the lights a little bit come on. But yeah, really, really cool. Works really well. Should probably fix it for heading here. There we go. This will make scrolling to 1 million parametric altimeter minimums a lot easier later. I'm gonna put terrain on as we're gonna be going into Denver, so might as well have the terrain radar going, or ground mapping, I guess I should say. What is a 370? I don't know why it auto preset 39. Change that to 370s via the flight plan. There we go. 370 set confirmed. Mark says, do you get a left and right TOP plate with each? Yes. Yeah. So this, as I was saying earlier, this comes with each EFIS. So if you buy the max variant, you'll get a left and you'll get a right one of these, and it just unscrews the two little screws, and then you put the other one on. That's what I did to the my NG one. So if you get one of these, you get two eyebrows, left and right, for each one of these you buy. So when you're gonna, oh, there's 36, 37. When you're gonna go buy this, just buy this panel twice, and then it comes with these. Thank you for flying with us, by the way, guys. I think we got two of you, Delta and Southwest with me. Yeah, that is. It's a good idea. Definitely is a good idea. Trying to find what's causing this blurriness when I move the screen. See kind of that weirdness there? I should stop touching stuff. I really should, but I'm just curious. Let's set this to 4, or just regular 2 times that every other card can use. Still doing it, so it's not that. Let's set that to 4. Well, anyways, let's go back inside. It would be nice if they made the EFIS quick release to the MCP through the, I would like to have two left sides ones and quickly, yeah, that would be nice. That's actually a good idea. These are quite bolted in. I mean, you can, no, they're quite bolted in. I mean, the only thing you can really do is have a, like Gorilla Tape, Velcro Gorilla Tape there, and then you can Velcro it together and then have it stand on the table. That's the only thing I would be do, and that's how I have this whole panel sitting here. I have it Velcro Gorilla Tape. So I can take it right off, right there, and it's just there's a Gorilla Tape on the table with Velcro to Velcro on this, with Gorilla Tape to the MCP, and then I can hot swap with the Airbus and do whatever I want. So that's what I've been doing. What do I use to download your Moza presets? You just have to download them on the Discord in the resource section, and then you go to the Moza app. I think it's called Moza Cockpit. Go to the presets at the bottom left corner. It's I believe it's the 3 lines setting button, and then you just press. There should be an import preset button. So download them on the Discord. Download and install the Moza Cockpit app, and then import my presets. That's all you really have to do. Yeah, Velcro is the only thing I do. I love Velcro with Gorilla Tape. Absolutely amazing stuff. Is the primary difference with the Max EFIS panel and the VSD button? It's the VSD button, the free scrolling range. I think that's about it. The other ones have everything else. That looks about it. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go make some eggs really quickly. Oh, I guess it's also the infinite scroll on the right. Yeah, that's it. That's all you got. Turtle in the vertical stream, how do you add external cameras to your stream? Oh, you mean these things? Like the, yeah, all I did was I went to, I use OBS. And once you have your scene created, your source, there'll be something called video capture device, and I have 2 cameras set up. And I have one that points to the autopilot panel, and one that points to the Moza yoke over here, which is always, for some reason, not in the correct angle. There you go. So, that's it. I'm going to quickly turn the cameras off and go make some eggs, though, but feel free to keep commenting. Oh, Dylan says, like, do I... 7-zip? No, it should just be able to be downloaded. I'm not too sure about that. You should be able just to download it and unzip it with like my basic Microsoft unzip. I guess you could still fly the NG if you only had the Max box. So I don't think so. I have the NG right now hooked up, and it's not doing anything for the Max side of things. So I don't think they're interchangeable. I don't think they're pre-mapped to each other. I think the Max is for the Max and the NG is for the NG. I think they're actually making you buy both, until of course someone will come up with a MobiFlight preset. So currently it doesn't work out of the box. With the NG works for the NG and the Max works for the Max out of the box. Yeah, I think MobiFlight will make it work for sure. Basically, yes, they mostly the same, but separate. Oh, sorry, the camera's on. So I'm just making some eggs in the other room because I'm hungry. And I don't have flight attendants. Separate also has different display select panel. Oh, you're just talking to Mark there? Yeah. Yeah, some nice differences with the 7.4. Michael, welcome. Thanks for joining in. Beautiful 7.3. Yeah. Yeah, we're just cruising on over to Denver. Another hour and a half or so in the air. I don't know where I got 390 from on that load. Flight plan clear says 37, I'm pretty sure. Morris, welcome. A shame flight following autopilot don't work with the IFLY. Yeah, that's a IFLY problem, I believe, not a Moza problem. But yeah, it's quite a shame. I'm sure it'll get figured out. Nothing that doesn't work with the IFLY is you can't pop your screens out. I can't hold right alt and pop this screen out, which means I can't use my PU Air Korea CDU either. Oh, my toast just popped and I get my eggs, and I'm gonna come back and talk with you guys. All right, I am back. Video card, guys. I was thinking of maybe streaming Cyberpunk. I don't know if you guys would want to watch that at all. I wonder if we can eventually do people. Wait. I wonder if Winwing will eventually do panels for the different Airbus and Boeing airliners. They are. They're coming up with. The Airbus already has a few coming out. They have the gear panel, I believe, coming out. The ECAM. The radio panel, and I think their entire goal eventually is to make an entire Airbus cockpit and a modular system, so you can buy what you want out of it. Like that 757 panels. Yeah, that I'm sure they'll get on that. You love Cyberpunk? Yeah, I mean, if you guys want, like, we could do like a members only like Cyberpunk stream or something like that. It'd be kind of cool. Are you using a preset for Rex? Yeah, I'm just using one preset. I'm just using, this is without it. The only one I'm using is the environmental set. It's called ACUS Neutral. And actually, I'm going to put on ACUS Neutral for the Atmos as well. So that's both of them there. I'd love some TLC for the 87s. Yeah, the Winwing's probably only going to start making, or is only going to really make panels that are planes that are going to sell. Like the Airbus 320 and 37, the most popular airliners in the world and in the sim. So they're going to obviously, you know, make sense that they started with this. Now they're going to go to probably their next one, I would imagine, would be the 47 because of PMDG. But I'm not sure. Have you watched Edge Runners? No, I've never heard of it. Mark says, I don't think you understand me. I know they're doing the whole 320 eventually, but I meant like 330, 340. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, they probably will. As long as it sells, they're going to make it. You know what I mean? If only we had a good enough E175 to the sim to warrant such gear. Yeah. Alright guys, well it happened again where I can't Alt-Tab. And I can't... That's weird, man. What's causing this? And I can't go back to my flight deck view either. Escape still works. It's like I start typing in some other window that I don't know. I know that Bluebird doing 7567 and Rumored 87. Yeah, I know the 87, if they are, is going to be pretty far away. The 57 should be coming out soon. And the 67, hopefully. I kind of want the 67 more than the 57 just because it's kind of does more. If that makes sense. Cyberpunk's spin-off that CDB PR made us incorporated references into the game. What's CDPR? Oh, I see what you mean. There's a spin-off of the show. I see. That'd be kind of cool. Is it on like Netflix or something? Sure, I'm just testing the general FPS right now. .757 rules. A 57's cool. Just a 67 has like a bit more operations going on. You know what I mean? 57 is pretty awesome. On Netflix? Sweet, sweet. Bluebird needs to hurry up. The 757 days with the United and Delta are limited. Yeah. I live in the UK and British Airways has both 7567, but I prefer short haul flying in the sim. 75 is just prettier to me. Yeah, the 57 is an awesome airplane. 67 for both have at least 5 more years of operations at both from what I hear. Yeah, I'm sure they're not going away too soon. Just they're not I mean, there's only a couple operators using them. Shame for that Boeing discontinued the 7.5. Yeah, I wonder if they'd ever make like a 7.5 like next gen or something like that. I know the 400 is out, which basically is that, but there's like some weird lag when I move my it's definitely not as crisp as off stream, unfortunately, but I think that's what we're gonna have to live with, unfortunately. Like, I'm just gonna do a quick test. I'm just gonna make this airplane turn a little bit. See if it's a laggy turn. It's pretty good. Back down that mode. I think it's probably too late for the 757NG at this point. They need to just start from scratch with a composite fuselage. Yeah. Probably. Depends how next generation they want to make the 5.7. And how much they want to screw it up. The 7.3 has gotten too big for its, one of my best friends at United is on the 7.3, and he said the 738 is where they should have stopped size-wise. Yeah. Yeah, so they got a max 10. Yeah. They should have just designed a brand new airplane and called it the 797 or something and have it echo what the 7.3 is. All the windows are closed except the ones I've opened. I'm not sure, Winston. I don't think they even know what's in the pipeline. I'm gonna go back to 3. A 777X project, just keep getting on pushback. Yeah. I don't really know what's going on at Boeing, to be honest. They used to be an awesome company run by engineers, and now they're kind of, you know, ant company run by corporate university graduates that think they know things about airplanes. That's kind of how most airlines are run nowadays too. 777X project, just keep on getting. Yeah, sorry, I read that one already. 79 should return to T-tail Supremacy? I don't know. Make like a 727 next gen. I think the T-tail days are, other than some prop jobs, I think are kind of over. Don't need to innovate when you do the mergers with most of your competition and rids government contracts for the rest. Yeah. Yep. All they have is Airbus to as a competition, which is good. They have Airbus. Oh, you got about an hour left in this flight. Well, that's not good.
Descend. Clear of conflict. Maintain vertical speed. Maintained. Clear of conflict.
Alright, well. Spoilers retracted. Auto thrust re-engaged. FMC speed, LNAV, VNAV path.
Traffic.
You're kidding me.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
Alright, we're gonna go autopilot engaged. That's probably because I kept pausing. VNAV path, FMC speed, LNAV, autopilot engaged, command A. MCDD culture stepped into, or seeped into Boeing. Yeah. So the merger, sadly, McDonnell Douglas guys valued corporate over engineers. Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Was that you, Mort Redwater, that passed over? Folks from flight deck, sorry for the violent maneuver there. We just had to avoid other traffic due to ATC not being here. Oh my gosh. At least it works. You have the ATC program running? No, I have, well, kind of. I have VATSIM running right now. We're on VATSIM. Virtual ATC. So this is another real person that's flying with us. I'm gonna just turn off to the left. And we'll come back on path after a little bit here. Actually, let's make this cool. Offset. 25 left.
Climb now. Climb now. Clear of conflict. Traffic.
Start waypoint, bump.
Climb. Increase climb. Clear of conflict. Climb. Descend.
That's what I'm looking for.
Clear of conflict. Traffic.
I don't even know how it's giving that to me at this point. It's so far away. And we're not at a collision like at all. Great PA, yeah. Yeah, climb and descend, that's not right. Yeah. Good old simulators. It's okay, we'll just do a dog leg, and we'll just do a classic little formation rejoin trick here. Delete that. Gonna delete my offset. Go out this way for about 22 minutes, and then we'll come back to the right. So hopefully I don't get in your way there, Mo. Alright, I'm gonna turn all the way back. I'll do that at the 90, so then save a bit more time, but space between us. Watching your con is entertaining, to say the least. Yeah. Alright, we'll stop about there. Our traffic should be well on their way in front. Beanie Baby, hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. What's up? Nothing. Nothing's up except for the airplane, and we're using the brand new Winwing EFIS left and right. We got on the left hand side we have the Max, which we're using today, and we also have on the right hand side the NG variant, which we can't use because it's not 24 just yet. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We just had to do a TCAS RA. That was fun. I'll nav. Pretty well back on the track that we were originally on. Good enough for me. PMG must be pretty close to releasing the 800 by now. I think they're going to charge for it. I don't think they're going to give it to you for free, which is pretty scummy. But PMG knows you'll buy it, so right. They were talking about nearly going into a beta about a month ago. Oh yeah, they're probably in a beta by now. It shouldn't be like too crazy to get it over here. I know that on the CRJ program, as I'm still in the beta for that, they're not even working on 24 just yet, just because it's so unstable for them. So they were having, I know PMG and the RJ guys have been having a lot of problems with sim update 2 and 3. I don't really blame them for charging a small amount. They've done a big rework. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully. As long as it was warranted, then fine. But if they could have just ported it over this whole time and we could have had one, then I find that a bit scummy. If they could have just ported it over and then said, hey, we're going to give you guys this one for free. This is the 2021, but we're going to do a full rework and we're making more 24 compatible, and that's going to be payware. That would have been, I think, in my opinion, a bit nicer if that was a possible outcome. I'm not sure. Maybe the PMG 37 couldn't work at all. I have a hard time believing that, seeing as the airplane's basically free to transfer over. But I don't know. I don't work there. So I really want the 37's cool and stuff, but I already have the Max and that's good enough for me. I really want the 47 Classic from them, and I want them to hopefully bring that DC6 back over as well. You think they would have? I don't know, man. You got more trust than I do. I hope you're right. I'd like to think that. I have a friend at PMG is a good guy. We are cooking with our tailwind today. Got 80 knots of tailwind. All right, let's start getting planned on our arrival here. Just gonna lag the game out a little bit doing this probably. Oh, you know what? I never took the belts off. Whoops. You can go to the bathroom now. Have fun. So Charlie said 34 right is going to be planned, so we'll take that. Whoa, look at that. Look how it moves. That's so weird. Don't worry, it's southwest. They don't pay attention to that light anyways. Yeah. Now go down here. Departure, arrival. And we're going to select 340 right. Everything else should stay the same. Execute that. Go to the legs page here. See if there's any similar waypoints we got. B free is similar, so we're just going to close it up at B free. So let's departure, arrival. to actually, yeah, be free. Execute that. Let's go ahead and close be free up to teller, as we're coming in from over there at teller. Execute that. Alrighty. I guess it doesn't have a navrad page, does it? Go down here and do it. 11111. I'll do it for the other side as well. Awesome. In it, let's see. We're going to be landing with roughly 6.3 on board, fuel-wise. And our zero fuel weight was... Should have had it in there, actually. Alright, anyways. Zero fuel was 137. 137 plus 6. Gotta do the quick math when you're flying a plane, huh? 137.1 actually it was. Plus 6, what did I say? 0.3. 143.4. 143.4. It'll probably make like a 1 knot difference. Yeah, not much. We'll do there. We'll check the wind very briefly here. There's like no wind in Denver at all. It's all just zero wind, so we'll leave it like that. That's all good. Minimize that for the time being. Auto brakes max, box speeds, full send. Yeah. Probably do auto brakes of 1 or 2. We'll do 2. And we'll on the spoilers obviously later. We don't really have to run these, but I'll run them for you for this just to show you how to do it if you don't know how to do it. We're going to Denver. Taking 34 right. It's dry. 30. On. Off. That's anti-ice if you don't know. Brakes 2. Wind is 0 at 0. Outside air temperature is probably pretty hot, I'd imagine. Let's see. Actually, maybe cold. It's quite high up there, I guess. That's 23. That's not bad. And a QNH of 30000. Oh, it needs the decimal because it can't do it. There we go. BRF add 5. Calculate. Approach speed for flap 30 is 147. And with an auto brakes of 2, we're using 8,900 feet. Let's go auto brakes 3. 7,500 feet. Whatever. Go back to 2. Didn't do that big of a difference. And we'll go over here and set 147. There we go. Guess I could have pressed +5, but whatever. Womp womp. Yeah, serves me right. I talk crap on and FS crap. Oh no! That's it, man. I think you should throw your PC out the window now. This game doesn't deserve us dedicated fan base that we are. Top of the sentence coming up. I'll bring the camera on so you guys can see me set the QNH here. So you're gonna use this knob. We're in inches, and I'm just gonna scroll up to 3000. Oh, too fast. Bring it back and hold. 3000. Our MDA today, our minimums. Let's see. Cat 1, 5,554. But now with this, it's so much easier. Click and hold. Still kind of sucks, but nowhere near as bad as a mouse. 5554. It was due. Yeah. 5. Oh, this is awful. This is still bad, but it's... There we go. I don't know why they couldn't just make it scrolling up. There we go. 55554 is set. The Winwing's not bad. It's just the system and how like the how the 37 does that. It's just dumb. But anyways, and I always forget those probes. So throw those back on. Cool, 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 cool. Well, I'll give you a bit of approach brief here. It's too bad, Mo. I don't know if you want to keep flying with us. We're probably going to go back to Ontario if you want to come back. We're coming in already on the star via the bump transition. Looks like the lowest en route is going to be, we're going to be free. See if I can find Teller. There's Teller right there. So 11,000 at Teller. There we go. We'll set 11 for now. It's a max of 210 on the speed. And we're basically just follow the star as published there. And the ILS via the B free transition, we're going to start that at. It's basically your standard ILS, 3-degree slope, Pappy's on the left. It'll be a visual backed up the ILS runway 34 right. Page, this is kind of laid out weird, 11-10. Effective 20th of April. 1111 is all set at left and right. Final approach course of 353. The glide path check chord at 7,000 feet. MDA of 5554 set left and would be set right. The MSA is 9,200. That's based on the Denver VOR. Mid approach, climb 5,800 feet, then a left-hand turn to 10,000, a heading of 270 outbound to Haigen, and hold. Up, left, heading of 270 roughly, and then we're going to intercept that radial from the FQF, or just go direct Haigen rate. Basically, it's kind of an annoying missed approach, but anyways, it's there. Probably put the 16.3 in the backup. 1163. 1163. In case we need that for later. What else can I tell you? Let's see. Our planned fuel, or our minimum fuel in Denver is 4,600 pounds. We're going to be landing with 6.2, so we got about 1,600 pounds of extra gas. If we need, if we go around, we can just resequence ourselves into an approach and call it a day. Got 13 of you guys watching the vertical stream. Be sure to hit the subscription button as well if you're enjoying the stream so far. "13 to vertical, 13 horizontal." It's actually kind of interesting. You can do it. We can watch. Yeah. That's the power of peanut gallery. Could keep going east and get some tailwind rather than going back to Ontario. Yeah, we could do that. Where else do you guys want to go? I don't. Oh no, you know what? I don't have any scenery else loaded. That's the problem. That is the problem. I use MSFS add-on linker, so I only have certain ones installed. And in real world, you don't get to pick your schedule. We're going back to frickin' Ontario with an 80 knot headwind. You're gonna like it. I'm just joking. Yeah, I only got those two sceneries. I got Ontario and I got Denver. Let's see if I got anything. I got nothing in North. Maybe I could have went to Calgary. I don't have that installed either. Unless you guys don't mind a reset of the sim. I don't know where else we can really go that I have scenery for. Maybe we can go Denver to Hobby Airport. Can do that one. Started an initial descent, a little aggressive, I think. Looks like it's a little bumpy. We're gonna throw the belts on here. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign, which indicates you should now be seated with your seatbelts fastened. Thank you. What am I doing in my life? Oh yeah, I'm on reserve. KBZN? I don't know where that is. MSP? Dude, that's so freaking far. We could do it if you want, but that's a far flight, man. Probably not a bad idea to restart the sim after a flight anyway. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea, I guess, right? I like to just keep it going, though, you know what I mean? I'll vote for Nashville out of bias, even though it's a little further. Yeah. FAP was way too accurate. Yeah. You heard it a couple times. Oh no, there's crew scheduling. Speaking of reserve, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta leave. Alright guys, we've just been given an 18:20 check-in, which leaves me, what is it? 4 o'clock. 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I basically gotta leave in like 20, well now. Yeah, we're going to Charlotte overnight tonight. That's how quick they can call you on reserve. I literally was just talking about me being on reserve. Anyways, man, we're so close. How long do we gotta go? I don't want to be late for work though. We got like 30 minutes left in that. No, it's too close. You know what, guys? Just because I'm going to give you a landing out of this, because I want to see if it works, I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM. We're going to do this. You haven't finished your popcorn yet? That has to be relatively close. Okay, that's good. Put this like over there, a little bit lower. Yeah. Disengage all that. Disengage all that. Do that. And we're gonna bring it around town back to land here. We'll just visually apply the whole thing. I'm just gonna have to slow down a lot. There we go. All right, let's get flight recorder all started. Maybe. There we go. Put the cameras on for you. You guys can watch it here. Oh, perfect. It wants 10,000 above. That's what we're doing. So, let's go down to like 8,000 feet or so. LNAV has sequenced itself rather nicely, actually. We'll press Command A. We'll select vertical speed of about 700 a minute for the time being. And we'll do 210 on the speed. Auto thrust. Doesn't like it. Let's try it again. Auto thrust engaged. Or would that make sense? Auto thrust armed and on. FMC speed, MCP speed we got. Let's bring that a little bit there. I'm gonna click the approach button. View our glide slope. Awesome. Let's start slowing down a bit more. Gonna leave the spoilers at full out. Good thing we're all set up, eh? I'll lock my rudder pedal wheels here. There we go. Let's press the standard button there. 10,000 feet. We're cleared to land. Boop, 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 boop. Approach from the flight deck. Sorry about that rapid descent there. Nothing to see here. We're just a little late. Belts are on. That doesn't sound good. My graphics card's running. I don't think it liked... I'm gonna pause the sim for a second. Just so it has time to load some stuff. I don't know if you guys hear that. It doesn't sound good at all. May all my reserve dreams come true, right? That doesn't sound good at all. You guys hear that? Put my mic close to it. That sounds terrible. I have no idea what that is. That's coming out of my PC. So happy I paid $2,000 for a graphics card. Anyway, let's get the gear down. Because we need to start slowing down pretty rapidly right now. Lap 5. Oh, it's getting quieter. I think just like had a heart attack from the
500.
slewing. Runways in sight, visual landing. We're off VATSIM. I've disabled that. We're flap 30. The spoilers are armed. Gears green. Flap green. Now I find who I'm flying with. As that'll determine. Oh, hasn't been put on my line yet. All right. Set our VREP of 147. We're gonna go ahead and disengage the autopilot and a couple things. Oh, got a text. No, I don't care. I don't care, telemarketers. All right, we're gonna press the record button. 2 clicks for the autopilot disengage. Two clicks for the auto throttle disengage. I don't see that like swaying. I don't know why this airplane. I'm gonna let go of everything. It just like sways.
1,000.
That'd be awful if planes flew like that in real life. Flight director's off. Vision with the Pappies. Kind of. Not the most loaded in things in the world, but they're okay. I kind of see them. Here I thought I was going to have a nice, beautiful barbecue.
Approaching minimum.
I can't even see the runway. It's like not even loaded in.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on, unlimited lift in 2024. There we go. Reverses. My reverses actually don't work, unfortunately. I don't. Oh, actually, maybe they do. Let's try it. No, they don't. Oh, yeah, no, they do. All right, cool. Manual braking. Reverses are stowed. I'll take the next one here if we can. Yeah, it is, man. The new physics in 24, they're so bad. My opinion, of course. Hey, but our frame stayed pretty good. We're gonna do one replay. And then we're gonna have to go, unfortunately, guys. Turn these cameras off for you. Worry about the gear coming down. That's normal. One thing I hate about my yoke for the H is the trim buttons. I don't mind it. I think they're okay. I'll give you a few more. It's just like a gong show going on in there. Is that the IFLY issue or 2024 issue, the flight dynamics? It's probably a both. It's more 24, and then IFLY has to adjust it to 24. It ruined the CRJ as well. The CRJ flight model has been ruined by Sim Update 3. I've always said that in these sims, these airplanes are so like lifty. The other thing is, and it is really apparent in this one, in this version. Also, the Phoenix, I think, is way too lifty, and I had my buddy who flies Airbus Real World come over and agreed with what I said there on that one. So I just think all these planes have way too much lift. Like see how it hovers? It hovers perfectly in like its ground effect, and that's almost like a calculation says, okay, ground effect over, and it just like, it's like a sudden big loss of lift. Doesn't really work that way in real world. It's, you know, it's a fluid. Everything's kind of happening gradually, but it's kind of like, okay, now you've entered ground effect, extra lift. Okay, extra lift gone. Like it just kind of does these weird things. Anyways, that's it. The stream started pretty terribly, but ended pretty nicely, I think. We will be hopefully streaming back on Tuesday. No, that's tomorrow. Thursday. So we'll see you guys next time. Appreciate all you guys, and have a good rest of your night. I'll just finish the comments here. Dilly said still got to figure out how the software is pretty terrible in my opinion, but the yoke is really good, and I do have a quick video on how I kind of did some stuff, but yeah, have fun with that. It doesn't help that the sim is moving target every time there's a sim update. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just can't keep up with this thing. Thanks for seeing. Enjoy your real flight. Yeah, I appreciate that. I haven't flown in about a week and a half, so we should have some fun here. And we will all see you guys on Thursday. Appreciate all of you. See ya.